Good afternoon, and thank you organizers for giving me the chance to participate in this symposium. And I am going to take forward the case for opening the channels of communication which are closed due to parental approach toward the teens problem, and that teens has been withdrawn for the parents. There is a loss of trust and connection between them, and how to open it. If you say connection is the heart and soul of any relation or relationships, and relationships are built with connection and trust, because connection builds the bridge and communication walks over it. So they are all closely interrelated with each other. So we can't separate them, the connection, the communication, and the relations. So there will be some overlapping with my presentation and Ritu's presentation, and please bear with it because we can't take it out. They are the core principles. And if you want to say what is the effective communication, the effective communication is 20% what we know and 80% what you feel. And to define effective communication is ability of one's to express ourselves both verbally and non-verbally, and it should be culturally appropriate and to the situations also. It can help to freely communicate our desires, our opinions. It can we can share our fears, we can convey our needs, and we can ask for help in times of crisis or when we are in problem situation. And what are the basic principles of communication? We have to listen actively with empathy. We have to validate the other's emotions, and we should be respectful always in our approach, and we should share the very fair boundaries, and we should follow also it. And one-to-one connection should be there. And then there are types of communication on which it goes on. There are 4 types: a passive aggressive, and assertive communication. No, I am not moving. After that I will move. That's no. I have purposefully not done it. So, and assertive communication is the most which is accepted one, because it gives us a clear, confident and controlled child or adolescent or a person. He can have a positive type of communication, so he can resist the negative peer pressure also. He will be able to resist the risky behavior such as drug abuse or sexual activities or so. So he will have, and he can have the good life skills also. He will learn to have the self-awareness, decision-making, problem-solving, negotiation skills also, and he can have the social skills also. So these are all the helpful things with effective communication. And with basis of this effective communication, now looking at the RO's case. Sorry. And what was missing in communication? The parents, there was only, and communication is a two-way street. And here there was only one way, and that one way was given by the parents, and there was no other way to RO to express his feelings. And parents didn't bother that what to validate his feelings or emotions, and they were not at all rather bothered about to know the reasons behind the RO's behavior, changed behavior, and it was 6 months also. They were not at all. And that has made RO withdrawn from the parents. He lost the trust between the parents, and there was and when we reason out the non-verbal communication, you can see here the father, there is no eye contact also, there is no proximity, the gestures were not inappropriate, there was not a warm touch on his pat on the back, like things. So all the non-verbal components which are most important, there's a body language was not acceptable also. So this lost to the connection between them. And there was also a continuous, the father was shouting, he was very angry, his appearance was very angry, his tone, voice was not normal. So that lost also a trust also. Then it was a daily routine rather for RO, and for a long 6 months matters most. And then it caused a constant preaching, criticism and blaming him, that made withdrawn, and he was withdrawn, and he had then distress also, and he was not able to fear his emotions, because he was feared that he will get punished or he will be judged also. So he was having a fear to, so he was not opening to his parents also, and he stopped talking to peers also. That hampers his decision making, and he do have to struggle with independence and forming his own voice, lack of judgment and planning due to immature prefrontal cortex also. And these also cause a emotional outburst, and that result in internalizing his behavior. He was withdrawn and he stopped talking to his parents, even to friends, because he was reprimanded, not going out, and he was in lack of his phone also. So how to connect? That connection, he was totally loss of emotional support. The RO's condition was like a ship without a radar, without a focus, without a position and without a goal. And how to help that RO to come out of this? Then what needs to be done? The correction should be before be connection. First you have to correct yourself. We should advise parents on during our counseling on one-to-one basis, or while doing a parenting programs, we should advise them that is to build a trust building is the one and most foremost thing to be done. And communication and always a communication. That is the base strategy for a positive, healthy parenting. So it must be done. They should never hesitate. We should advise in this case to apologize to a child, that slowly then he will feel that he is being understood, he is being heard, and slowly that trust and connection will start developing. Then they should have a quality time with RO, that's having dinner with him, playing board games with, watching good movie, going out, that, and they should have give him age appropriate responsibility also, so that he will able to have his self esteem, he will have to make his self decision making and problem solving, awareness skills, negotiation skills, and slowly his moral will be high, and he will start acknowledge, and they should acknowledge his opinions also. They should sit together, they should lay a boundary after getting communicator or after involving RO with them, and they should all follow that boundaries and rules. So it will boost him to get reconnect with parents, sit at the same level, and explaining emotions regarding relationship. We should tell them that these are all physiologically driven in middle adolescence and early adolescence, and they are temporary. We should tell the parents that they are temporary. They should not worry much about that. And the good nutrition, healthy habits, sleep habits, and screen time habits, that all should be explained to the, so that he will have a healthy, happy life, and good physical activity and proper screen time. And so they will help them to have a good decision making, and which will help them to which will help the RO to set a positive goal towards a life. And that's how this can be tackled with communication, opening the channels of communication. With that, I thank you for patient hearing.